Welcome back to Collector Not Hoarder. This is Tom. I recently picked up a couple lots of cards from eBay, and I just wanted to share those. I'm going to be doing my first SGC submission in almost 2 years now. It's been a long time since I sent stuff in, and there's a couple cards out of these purchases that I had that I want to send off, but I wanted to share them first before I shipped them because I figure it's going to be a couple months before I get them back. But I want to go ahead and get started. This is, like I said, 2 separate purchases, roughly between 15 and 20 cards in each purchase that I did. So the first purchase that I did was a small lot of the 1889 N222 Kinney leaders. So this is a really cool set. Some of the cards that I got are a little rough condition, but overall, they're really cool. Great images on these things. You can see this one has a pretty heavy crease through it. The main reason I bought the lot was for about 3 cards. And I still feel like I got a really good price on these things, even though, you know, a handful of them do have these creases. And coming up, you'll see that they do have a little bit of back damage on them. You can see that one's got some glue marks on it. I was able to pick these up for the price that I did because they were scrapbook removals. And like I said, some have back damage, but almost all of them had paper that was still attached to the back of them from the scrapbook album. That didn't scare me a whole lot whenever I got them, because me being who I am, I'm pretty confident in what I do with cards. You know, a little bit of water, warm water, will take the paper off the back most of the time. But you gotta still kind of know what you're doing, and you know the set to make sure that it is susceptible to soaking. But this was a trimmed card here. Obviously the corners are clipped. This was an Alexander the Great card. And let's see, it does have back damage as well. But those first few were the ones that, you know, I really wasn't too concerned about. These next ones coming up are actually really nice copies. You can see just how beautiful the images are on them and how clean the backs can be. So this was a good paper removal. All those other ones that had the back damage, that was already done prior to me getting those. So these clean ones, actually, not tooting my own horn, but the clean ones are the ones that I did, getting the paper off. But this set, it does have a great George Washington in it. I don't have that one. It's got a Joan of Arc card. It's got a Napoleon, which all 3 of those that I just mentioned did not come in this lot. But you can see the back of this actually says everybody that does come in it. And a lot of these cards here that I'm showing now, just beautiful corners, clean fronts, clean backs. They look amazing. Eventually I'll send these in for grading and potentially sell them, at least a couple of them, to help pay for the lot. But this Mary Queen of Scots, this is a really nice card too. You can see it's a little I don't want to call it miscut, but misprinted, because it is the correct size. It's just the image was misaligned. Here's a Marie Antoinette. This is a really nice card as well. The centering is much better on this one. And then one of the main cards I was going for, oops, still has a sticker on the back. Little notes on the back of these. Get those off. This is a really nice Julius Caesar. Really clean copy. Nice back to it. The ones that I was able to get the paper off, you know, it was relatively smooth, easy process. This one's a little rough, but still a great card. This is the General Grant. This one was as is. I didn't do anything with this one. This is the way this one was. But it was just a really rough, but still nice copy to have. And then the main one that I wanted from the set was this General Lee. Just an absolutely awesome copy of this card. And, you know, what I paid for the entire lot is essentially what a Lee would probably cost. Maybe even this Lee might even be a little bit more valuable than I paid for the entire lot, because it's a really nice shape. This one I will send off to get graded. So this was part of what I was gonna ship to SGC. And then the next lot that I had purchased, I got the seller to bundle everything together for me. I spoke with him on eBay, and he was able to put everything together, and I picked everything up all as one lot here. So I think there's maybe 19 cards here or so. But the first one is a beautiful copy of an N162 Goodwin Champions. This is Hanlon. He was an oarsman, but it doesn't even matter who the person is on these cards. These are just absolutely phenomenal cards. No matter the condition, really, this set is just incredible. If you ever want to learn more about this set, you know, head over to A Collector's Dream and listen to Orlando talk about it. He has a fantastic set, incredible copies of these cards, but this is a great one. This is actually one of the other cards that I'm going to be sending off to SGC to be graded, but just a phenomenal copy. Next, this is a 1888 N79, and this is a Duke Cigarettes History of Poor Boys, and this is Mark Twain. So these are little booklets. You can kind of see the thickness there. I don't want to take it out, but it is a really nice copy. These are great cards. I believe SGC grades these. I don't think PSA does, but just really, really nice imagery on these cards. And then the next is this is 1888 N79, and this is the History of Generals, and this is General McClellan. Just another nice copy. Civil War General. Another booklet style. This is another N78, and this is Stonewall Jackson. This was a big one that I wanted in this lot. I mean, everything that I got in this lot was stuff that I really wanted to add. A couple of them I may consider selling, but this is not one of them. This is definitely going into my PC. This is another booklet style, but just a really nice copy. This is a tough one to get. You can find a lot of the History of Generals cards out there for pretty decent prices, but the Jackson one is usually a pretty sought after card. Another one, this is another N79, the History of Poor Boys. This is the history of Jake Kilrain. Jake Kilrain is a Hall of Fame boxer. And this is a nice copy of this card as well. You know, a lot of times you find these really creased up. You can see this one does have some creases, but compared to like this Mark Twain is in really good shape. But these you find really beat up, or maybe even sometimes the pages are missing out of them. Really creased. The staples kind of ruin the book. Sometimes they get some rusting to them. But just a really nice copy of this. Let's see. And then I think the rest of these are all going to be from the same set. These are all going to be from the 1887 N184 set. And this is the Kimball Champions set. So, you know, you had Allen and Ginter that had a multi-sport set. You had the Goodwin Champions that had a multi-sport set. And then you have this W.S. Kimball that had Champions of Games and Sports. And this is a great set. I think it doesn't get the recognition that it needs because it's got a very, lackluster baseball lineup. So the baseball players in this set aren't as great as the ones that would be in like Goodwin or even in the Allen and Ginter set. But there's a lot of good boxing in this set, and this is Jem Smith, Hall of Fame boxer. You can see there's a little crease in it, but these cards are great. I love the images on them. I like how you get kind of the portrait and then some kind of action shot down below. But who else do we got here? We got Tommy Warren, another Hall of Fame boxer. You can see this one's got a crease in it. A couple of these first ones I think were some of the rougher ones from the ones that I picked up. Overall, most of these are really nice. This is a William Muldoon. He's a champion Greco-Roman wrestler. So it's a really nice copy of that. Nice clean back. Here's Clarence Whistler, lightweight champion wrestler. This is a great card from the set. This is Master Ray Perry, champion boy boxer of America. So you can see it's got a crease and it's a little rough, but this is a fantastic card from the set. Super unique. Just a little boy, he's got to be under 10 years old for this. I really have no idea, but he looks pretty young. Let's see. H.M. Schloss. He was a champion sprinter. See a little bit of writing on that one. Let's see. Daniel O'Leary, champion heel and toe pedestrian. Man, if you've ever watched anybody. Let's see, this is called heel and toe pedestrian, so I think now they just call it like race walking. If you've ever watched anybody do race walking, you may giggle a little. That's a funny thing to watch sometimes. Let's see, this is champion swimmer of California. This is Arthur Wallace. Nice clean copy of that. And what's really cool about this set is some of the females that are in this set. And I have a handful of them. The first is a boxer. This is champion female boxer of the world, and this is Hattie Stewart. This is just a great card. She's like the John Sullivan of the women. She was just a powerhouse of a boxer, of a woman. It's a great card. Another one you can get in this set is Annie Oakley. I don't have Annie Oakley, but she is the next best thing right here. It looks just like an Annie Oakley card from the set, but this is Lillian Smith. And she actually traveled with Buffalo Bill's Wild West show just like Annie Oakley. And she was the champion female glass ball shot. So it's a really nice card. I really enjoy these. This is Della Farrell, champion girl rider. Nice clean copy of this as well. Like I said, this was all from the same seller. I got all these from the same seller. And this is Johnny Kane, champion bronco rider. And then Charles Wood, champion jockey of England. And the main one that I wanted from this lot with these Kimball cards was this one right here. This is the John L. Sullivan, which is, I would say, a pretty nice copy. It's got a nice intact back, no paper loss, no writing. And the only real flaw is down here, there's this little mark at his foot. And you know what? If there's going to be a mark on the card, think at the foot is probably one of the best spots, but this is a absolutely insane card. So super early John Sullivan. This was another one that I was going to be sending off to SGC to do my current order here. And then actually the last card, where did I even set that thing? I had one more card that I was going to share. There it is. It's another card from the set, but I've owned this for several years now. I picked this up raw on eBay, and I don't think I've ever shared it on my channel. Find a good spot without a glare. And this is the Isaac Murphy card, champion jockey. And once again, you can go to Orlando at a Collector's Dream to learn more about Isaac Murphy, but I took a gamble on this card a few years ago on eBay. It was ungraded, and you know, I think I paid right around $200 for this card and sent it off, and it came back a 5. It is one of the higher grades of this card between PSA and SGC, and there's not very many of these graded, but this is, you know, kind of one of my treasures in my collection. I love this card. It'll never go anywhere, but just a beautiful copy that I've never shared before, and figured this was a good time since I was sharing all the Kimball cards. But this was my first card from the Kimball set, and up until I bought these, it was really my only card from the set. But just very happy to own this, and that's kind of all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment down below, like the video, and don't forget there's a fine line between a collector and a hoarder. Which one are you?